Good morning, all. I am your host for this session. This is Dr. Geeta Lakshmi, Strategic Partnership Manager from IFERP. I welcome you all on India's 5G Future, which is organized by Institute for Engineering Research and Publication, IFERP, in association with the United Innovators. Before we signing the session, on behalf of IFERP, I would like to share the World Student Day wishes in honor of our former Indian President, Dr. A.P.J Abdul Kalam, who was an Indian aerospace scientist, was born on the same day in 1931. He was a beloved leader and an excellent scientist. The day aims to acknowledge the efforts of Dr. Kalam towards education and students. Acquiring knowledge with the constant hard work lead to success. Let's see about our organizer IFERP. IFERP, Institute for Engineering Research and Publication, which is a non-profitable professional association meant for research and development in the field of engineering, science and technology, and management studies. IFERP is on its way to digitize innovation process through our professional networking service and thus providing an integrated virtual community, mutual engagement, and exploring potential of researchers to create a cooperative and collaborative academic environment. As a leading organization for scientific research and assistance, IFERP promotes knowledge sharing in engineering, science and technology, and management studies through its scientific conferences and events by establishing student chapters and professional development programs, career and skill development programs, faculty development programs, webinars, workshops, journals, magazines, and proceedings. IFERP have stepped in and entrenched a strong network in many developed and developing countries like India, Iraq, Maldives, Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, Philippines, Indonesia, Taiwan, Vietnam, and UAE. IFERP existence across the world. More than 82,253 members we have globally in more than 100 countries. Among them, 6,528 members are from Philippine countries. Coming to IFERP accomplishment, so far IFERP have organized several scientific events and collaborations. Among that, they have organized 407 international conferences, 212 virtual events like webinars and FDPs, 320 collaborations and MOU signed, and we have more than 26 plus in-house journals, and we have established a 12 student chapter. Coming to the IFERP publications, IFERP have published more than 48,593 papers. Among them, 26,783 Scopus publications, 12,421 Web of Science publications, and 1,000 plus SCIE publications, and 36,745 delegates attendance, and 28,673 scientific presentation. What we do for students, IFERP will support the students by organizing hackathons. They're providing seed funding program, providing support for internship, and they are supporting for coding and project competition. And we are organizing guest lectures and online courses, which will be helpful for the students. And we are organizing workshops and webinars, and we are conducting placement training for the students. Coming to the faculty members, IFERP will support them by organizing scientific events, seed funding program, career support and soft skill development, publication assistance, organizing DP workshops and online courses, and they will get a chance for speakers, editorial board member, and reviewer for our in-house journals, and they can be a session chair based on their profile, and they can publish their book chapters, and we are supporting them for patent filing assistance also. Coming to the institutions, for institutions also, we are organizing scientific conferences and events, establishing student chapter, supporting them for career and soft skill development for faculties and students. And we are supporting publication assistance and patent filing assistance, FDPs, workshops, webinars, and online courses. MOU with industries, which will be helpful for them to get an industrial visit and the internship program, and grants and awards. IFERP conference sponsor schemes. In this, we have three categories. One is academic partner, second one is IFERP organizing sponsor, and third one is institution organizing sponsor. Coming to the academic partner category, here the institution need to give minimum 10 registration for the conference. Here the organizer will be the IFERP and the academic partner will be your institution. And here you will get benefits like promotional opportunities, academic opportunities, and professional opportunities. The second category, IFERP organizing sponsor, here we need minimum 50 registration from your institution, and the venue will be your institution, and no monetary involvement between institution and IFERP, scientific conference management systems, organizational management, global promotion and networking, design of collaterals, and the registration fees will be collected by IFERP. The third category, institution organizing sponsor, here the registration fees will be collected by the institution. Institution will pay to IFERP for the services rendered by IFERP, designs of collaterals, website development, abstract and registration management, global committee management, program coordination, speaker management, and digital marketing and email marketing. These are the journals and publication support we are giving for Scopus Index, Web of Science journals, Google Scholar, SCI, and SCIE journals. We are supporting them to publish and all these things. Coming to the IFERP membership categories, we have three: student membership, professional membership, and institutional membership. IFERP chapters, we have student chapter and special integrity community. Coming to the establishing IFERP student chapters in institution, we need 50 students premium minimum members and 3 premium professional members from your institution to establish a student chapter. These are the benefits for student chapters. And this is the book chapters, which is under process. And these are the online courses, which is going to be launched in November, Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, and IFERP Academy and Industrial Mentorship for under process. And this is the IFERP upcoming conferences, International Conference on Multidisciplinary Research and Practices, which is going to be held on 22nd and 23rd November 2022 in Phuket, Thailand. And the one more conference and third international conference on advancing knowledge from multidisciplinary perspectives in engineering and technology, ICAKMPET 2022. This is going to be held on 23rd and 24th December 2022 in Philippines. And these are all our associates, partners, and collaborations. Let's see a glimpse of those things. And this is our content. Now, coming to the session, India's 5G future. Before inviting our speaker of the session, Shri Ashish, Chugh, to take the spotlight, I would like to give an introduction about him and his expertise. Shri Ashish Chugh is an Indian telecom service officer of 2015 batch, recruited through prestigious Indian Engineering Service Examination conducted by UPSC. Currently, he is posted as an Assistant Director General in Department of Telecommunications at Hyderabad. He has done B.Tech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Galgatia's College of Engineering and Technology, Greater Noida, and Masters in Sociology from Osmania University, Hyderabad. His areas of interest are the generation of cellular technology, effective handling of cyber crimes, network and mobile security, busting clandestine in illegal telecom sectors. So it's a privilege to have you as our keynote speaker for this session. Now, sir, you can deliver your keynote.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll be sharing my screen.
Yes, sir.
I hope it's visible.
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
Okay, okay. A very good morning to all of you. And my name is Ashish Chugh. I'm a civil servant from Indian Telecom Service batch of 2015. Presently, I am working as Assistant Director General in Department of Telecom, Government of India. And first of all, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to IFERP team for giving me this opportunity and letting me connect to such a wide audience. So the topic today is India's 5G future. So just I'll be briefing about what are the specific use cases that India is having right now. I won't be talking about the futuristic use cases. I'll be talking about the present use cases that are actually operational or are about to be launched within a few days. And what is the socio-economic impact of these use cases on India and our lives? So let us proceed. I have divided my discussion into 4 parts. First is power behind the 5G punch, that is the capability of 5G. Second is 5G Hackathon, which was conducted by Department of Telecom, Government of India. Third are the India-specific use cases that we came to know from this hackathon only. And what are the socio-economic impact of these use cases on India? So let us discuss about the power of 5G, why 5G is so special. So there are 3 key capabilities of 5G. First is enhanced mobile broadband. If we talk about 4G, then peak data rate was 1 Gbps, but in 5G it enhances to 20 Gbps. If we talk about 4G's average speed, it was 15 Mbps, but in 5G it becomes 100 Mbps. Of course, we will be getting great download speed, great browsing speed, and movies and everything will be so smooth. But is 5G only about speed? I don't think so. The main usability of 5G will be in the use applications and other things, use cases, which will smoothen our life and improve the quality of our life. Next capability is massive machine type communication or massive machine to machine communication. So 5G network allows me to connect up to 1 million devices in a square kilometer area, because you know that with smart cities coming up, there will be a lot of sensors and devices connected, and these devices will talk to each other. In 4G, I was able to connect not more than 1 lakh devices, but 5G allows me to have 1 million devices, that is 10 times more. And because there are going to be a lot of devices in the smart city, so 5G network is so energy efficient that whatever devices that we are going to install or even mobile handsets that we are going to use, they will have a longer battery life, they will drain in a longer period of time as compared to 4G handsets. Third capability is ultra reliable low latency communication, which means that 5G network is extremely reliable and latency is low, that is the delay is very less. Delay means that when we give the command and execution happens, that time is very less. In case of 4G, the delay was 10 millisecond, but in case of 5G, it is just 1 millisecond. You can see the stumping speed is something like that. So there are many mission critical applications like remote surgery or autonomous vehicles. In such applications, we cannot tolerate any sort of delay, otherwise there may be some disaster. 5G is so powerful as in terms of latency that it enables such applications. Next is mobility. Let's say you are moving in a bullet train, high speed train. So 5G will easily work up to 500 km per hour. In case of 4G, this mobility limit was 350 km per hour, but in 5G we have enhanced it. Next capability of 5G is beam forming. You can see on the left hand side of your screen, there is a 4G antenna. It is radiating the signal in all directions. Now there may or may not be a user. So this means that the radiation is getting wasted in case the user is not there, and this results in wastage of power and resource. But in case of 5G, the antennas are so specially designed that they are able to radiate the signal in a form of a beam only towards the user, and where the user is not there, they will not send any signal. So this gives you more connectivity, higher coverage, and higher speed to the end user. So I think these are the main capabilities of 5G: enhanced mobile broadband, massive machine type communication, ultra reliable low latency communication, and all the use cases are depending on these only. This is another way of another representative diagram. You can see that 4G antenna is radiating in a particular area. User may or may not be available, which is resulting in wastage. But 5G antenna is radiating in a particular direction only towards the user in a pencil beam form. So 4G radiation can be compared with the torch beam, and 5G radiation coming from the tower can be compared with a very narrow laser beam. Now, to increase the use cases in India, in 2020, Department of Telecom has launched one 5G hackathon. This is very important because from this hackathon, we got so many use cases, and the response from people, industry was unprecedented. So in 5G hackathon, we had invited students, startups, academia, and companies that they should be showcasing their cutting edge ideas or concepts to us and demonstrate their use cases in 10 key areas. I'll be telling about 10 key areas as well. So these 10 key areas are going to enhance the socio-economic development of India. And we received a very good response. 1,000 applications were there. We shortlisted 100 participants in the first phase. Further, we shortlisted 30 participants finally. And good thing about this 30 is that they have actually come up with 5G use cases. They have come up with products. These products have been tested in the laboratory, in the field as well, and these are working. So we have provided mentorship to these 30 companies. We have connected them to industry, telecom service providers, academia, government as well. And these products have been tested and integrated into 5G field trial. Field trials of 5G happened in March and April 2022. So these products are actually working. So there were 10 areas in which these people had to showcase their use case. And these 10 areas are going to have a large impact on socio-economic importance. So the first area is healthcare, education, agriculture, environment, public safety, industry, smart cities, cyber security, banking, finance, logistics, multimedia, and broadcast. Now we will see what are the use cases that came up and which are nearly approved and actually working. I won't be talking about any futuristic use case. I am talking about use cases actually working, which are there on 5G right now. So first is the fixed wireless access for rural areas. Now you know that in rural areas, people do not have a broadband connectivity. We do not have telecom service providers are not ready to install optical fiber to every household because there is no economic viability. So what we can do in rural areas is it is actually working solution. In the Gram Panchayat, we will install one 5G antenna and there will be a receiver antenna at the household. So this 5G antenna will communicate to the receiver antenna. So this receiver antenna you can see it is showing in the green tick. So once the receiver antenna gets the signal from the 5G tower, it will be connected to the modem within the household and all your devices like TV, mobiles, everything will be connected. So the people who are in the rural areas will be getting interactive classroom sessions. They can do work from home and they can earn money. And this will decrease the urban-rural digital divide. And this is very important because it is going to enhance the quality of their life and they will not move to the urban areas. So this is very important application for rural areas because it will provide broadband speed which is available normally on fiber on the mobile connection. So this is fixed wireless access. Next, in 5G, we are able to get AR and VR, augmented reality, virtual reality experience is so good, so smooth because these applications require very low latency and very high speed, which we were not able to get in 4G connections. And with 5G, we can enjoy these applications of AR and VR on the go. So people can actually, students can actually see how the core of Earth looks like, how solar system looks like, how planets are moving. So this is an effective way of learning and training instead of rote learning from books. It is highly representative and immersive. Also, AR and VR applications are there in entertainment industry. We can play a lot of games and applications are there. So the 5G, you can see from the diagram from this picture, the 5G is offering extremely immersive virtual reality. You will feel as if you are there. Literally, there is no delay. The experience of AR and VR has enhanced to a great level and these applications are working now. Recently, we had one India Mobile Congress 2022, which was held on 1st October when 5G was launched by Honorable Prime Minister of India. So Reliance Jio has demonstrated Jio Glass to Honorable PM. So this is a mixed reality device and you can connect it on audio as well. You can make a call with the 3D avatar of the called person. It can provide you interactive classroom sessions. You can watch movies and you can also have a tour of historical monument, let's say Taj Mahal. So it's a tremendous device and it is actually working now. One more application in healthcare was displayed at India Mobile Congress 2022, that is the smart ambulance. So this ambulance is having latest medical instruments, HD video camera, portable MRI scanners, and while the patient is on the move towards the hospital, the condition of the patient can be tested and real-time data from the ambulance can be given to doctors, they can take some informed decision. This will save lives actually. There is one more application that has come up. I would reiterate that these applications are actually working in India and demonstration has already been given. So that is very important, you should know. So there is one application called eyeglass, and I personally love this equipment. So this is an eyeglass which is having a camera installed in it. So, and there is an audio feedback. So whatever image the camera will capture, let's say audio, color, person, or some obstruction is there, object is there, it will give a voice feedback to the visually impaired person. So it will enhance the quality of life of the visually impaired and really bring a smile. It's there. It should be there always, right? As far as smart agriculture is concerned, we have got a lot of applications of 5G. We have got IoT devices which can test the soil, test the humidity, pesticide levels, crop production management. Also, we have got agricultural drones for remote monitoring of crop yield, agricultural bots for, or agricultural robots for actual monitoring of crop yield. All these things are working. So you should understand that population is increasing, agricultural yield has to improve, earning of the farmer has to improve. So 5G is going to be handy for smart agriculture. It will actually enable increased yields. We have one use case of 5G in banking and financial services as well, where one applicant showed how fraud management can be done in banking and financial service in real time. So you can actually track and catch the person who is doing the financial fraud. This is very important. One of the application was anti-hacking vehicle security solution. You know that in future, our devices, cars are going to be connected to another cars, internet. So there is a huge possibility that our car may get hacked, and it is important that we should protect it from hacking. So this person has come up with anti-hacking solution, and it is in the verge of being developed. Indigenously, people are coming up. It is heartening to know that so many applications are coming. One more application is facial recognition. So we have so many cameras in the smart cities. We are going to have cameras. These cameras will be connected on 5G. They can recognize bad elements in the crowd, and law enforcement agencies and police can take necessary action. This is very important in crowded places like railway station, bus stops, airports, and especially during festivals when these people may create problem. So this is a very good tool for law enforcement and administration. Then we have one more application, smart air pollution monitoring device. This device can detect up to 10 pollutants like particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, ozone, carbon monoxide. This was developed by I2Sage Technologies, and it was started by PhD students of IIT Delhi. These two respected ladies are the owners of the company. And the good thing about the product is that it is very low cost and consumes very less power as compared to other products available in this category. Then we have a use case of smart bins for smart cities. So these bins are able to tell when they are empty, when they are full. They can connect to the nearby driver or trucks for dumping them, and they can also process the waste as and when required. So this is going to be handy application in the smart cities. And it is working. Please remember, these are working solutions. Then we also have one V2X solution. V2X means that vehicle will be connected to another vehicles, vehicle will be connected to pedestrians, infrastructure, and internet. So two vehicles can take an informed decision, and you can have the idea of the object beyond your visual ability, beyond your line of sight. So it increases the safety of the driver, and there can be more coordinated way of driving as well. So traffic will be smooth. Let's say your car breaks down or some problem happens, then your location can be sent and you can get help as well. So this is V2X solution, and it is actually working now. In foreign countries, it is already working. In India also, the use case has been tested and successfully working. There is one more company called Visby. So Visby has developed, this is the owner, very young person is the owner, Vibhu Tripathi. So Visby has developed a low altitude flying drone, which is able to do aerial traffic management, and it has partnered with Vodafone Idea and used their 5G network to showcase that product. So it is able to provide aerial traffic management. Then we have 5G powered drone, which can do city surveillance. And with VR enabled devices being worn, it will appear as if you are actually there in the drone and see everything beneath you. So it's a wonderful experience of drone where you are doing surveillance, and virtual reality where you are able to see everything beneath you, like as if you are there in the drone itself. Then there is a use case of 5G drone being used for parcel delivery, first aid boxes, and even bottles of blood, which is required in critical conditions. Water distribution system is also enhanced by 5G based IoT. So this system is able to manage the leakage which can happen in the household, factories, or any other place in the supply chain management of water. Then we also have the application of 5G in logistic for container management. This will make my port smart, and it is also called port 4.0 because container management is a big issue in the logistics area, because these containers are there on the ships and we need to track them, manage them. So 5G, we can have a lot of IoT devices connected, and these devices will be powered by 5G. This will be making my port smarter, and it is also called port revolution or port 4.0. Then we have one application called smart helmet. So this helmet is 5G enabled. It also has a camera in front of it. It will be able to see obstacles beyond the line of sight, increases the safety of the driver, and it is also V2X enabled. That is, it can be connected to other vehicles and coordinated decision can be taken. There is one more company called Tweak Labs. So this company was selected in our 5G hackathon, and it also got funding from, you would be happy to know, got funding from this Shark Tank India. So they have made a suit with 12 or 13 sensors on it, which will capture the body motion. So they have used it for sports people. So let's say there is a batsman, he will be wearing this suit, there will be sensors. So we will be watching what is his stance, what are the mistakes that he is making. So this can be used by a bowler, by a batsman. They want to see the posture of the player and how he can improve his capability. All those things are there. This data will be there in the app, and people, so it's like a coaching, and manual intervention is not there. They have actually demonstrated their product of motion capture for sports people in March itself, and they have used the 5G test trial of Vodafone Idea. They have partnered with Vodafone Idea, and DOT had given that test trial network to Vodafone Idea. So all these products are actually working, and it's great to know actually. There is also 5G based railway track inspection robot, which has been displayed and it is working. So all these products are literally ready, or are they are in the verge of production. So they are the people who have developed it, either they are searching for some partners, some companies, or they are opening their own startups. So within 6 months or 1 year, when the network is rolled out, you will see lot of these applications actually being held out. One of the major use of 5G is in the industry 4.0. It is also called industrial revolution. In the manufacturing unit nowadays, there are a lot of sensors and devices connected in the internet IoT things, because there are many machines, many robots being used. All these are connected through IoT devices, sensors. Now, 5G is the only capable technology that will connect everything, because these devices are there to enhance the efficiency of my manufacturing, enhance the productivity of manufacturing. So 4G is not able to cater so many devices. Wi-Fi has its own limitation, but 5G is the only, I think it is going to fill the gap in the industrial revolution. So I will be taking questions at the end of the session. So just I'll finish it and just I'll be taking it after that. So 5G also enables one holographic projection technology, and it has been displayed. It was displayed by Airtel when they have recreated 175 run innings of Kapil Dev ji, and the people who were watching the innings, Kapil Dev ji was not available that time physically. So by holographic technology, he was able to interact with people. So it's a totally new game that is being played now, and the way sports can be viewed is totally different. So holographic, so we can also interact with each other with this technology, and 5G makes it possible because of low latency and high speed. Next is cloud gaming. So till now for cloud gaming, we have to use some console, some device, some has to be used, some keyboard has to be used, or a remote has to be used. But with 5G, we are able to play cloud gaming, which is totally console-less, without any console. And this cloud gaming has been displayed by Airtel in its 5G network, where it has taken help from two renowned gamers who have a lot of following on the YouTube, and they have actually shown how cloud gaming is successful in 5G network. It is actually working. Now during India Mobile Congress, there was another application, 5G enabled remote car, where our honorable Prime Minister was able to maneuver a car which was located in Sweden, Stockholm. So you can see that latency is quite low, and the application, he was able to use this car from Pragati Maidan of Delhi, and it was working in Sweden. So you can see the application, and this application can be extended to mining industry, where robots can be sent to depths for mining where humans, it is inaccessible for humans, and it can be a game changer for mining industry as well. Now, to promote use cases, India has developed an indigenous 5G test bed. Department of Telecom has given a fund of rupees 224 crores to leading research and development institutions of India. So to the tune of rupees 224 crores, and now the test bed is ready. Any startup, MSMEs, academia or industry people can use this test bed for testing their use cases if it is available. I have also given a link, and it is free of cost for MSMEs and startups, and other stakeholders have to pay a nominal amount. You need not go to foreign countries for using a test bed and spend a lot of money. It is available in India, and it is going to give a fillip to the use cases of 5G. Then we also have one DCIS scheme known as Digital Communication Innovation Square. So there are ideas or projects at prototype level people are having, or some proof of concept is there. So we will help them into making that idea into an actual product, like pilot projects we will be promoting, R&D, manufacturing. So the main theme behind this is that right now India is importing most of the telecom equipments in India. With this scheme, we are able to get so many people who are actually manufacturing in India, maybe at a smaller level, and we will be trying to help them make that prototype level into actual product. Till now, 2 phases of DCIS has been completed, and we have selected nearly 16 beneficiaries. We are giving a fund of nearly 50 lakhs to 2 crores to each beneficiary. MSMEs, startups, consortium, and individual innovators may apply at dcis.dot.gov.in, because third phase may soon open in December, right? In addition to it, we also have a production linked incentive scheme. So we are giving financial incentives to companies for increasing their sales in network equipments, manufacturing of network equipments and telecom equipments in India. So if they manufacture in India and export, we will be giving them more financial incentives. So 31 companies have already been selected, and there is a huge financial outlay of 12,500 crores. So interested people can log on to PLI-telecom-Udyami Mitra for more information. So all this thing is to increase the R&D in India, so that India can become self-reliant in terms of telecom equipments, because right now we are nearly importing everything. 95% of telecom equipments are imported in India. That is why the cost is so high. Even if we have manufacturing of telecom equipments, especially user equipment in India, we will have a very cheap mobile handset. Right now, it's higher because we are importing it. It is not manufactured in India. Now, the main thing is that we have use cases, we have so much schemes coming up. What is the impact on India? How it is going to have a socio-economic impact? So the number one impact is fixed wireless access. I told you that fixed wireless access is going to provide broadband-like connectivity on wireless connection to rural areas, remote areas, and inaccessible areas. These people will be having a lot more opportunities in terms of education and economy. This will bridge the digital divide of urban and rural areas. Secondly, we have so many applications like coming up. We have conducted hackathon, we have DCIS scheme, PLI scheme. So people are coming up with so many applications, telecom equipments like never before. So we think that this is going to boost the R&D in India, manufacturing in India, because we want that India should become a telecom manufacturing hub in coming days, and the pace with which things are moving. I think in next 6 to 7 years, we will have some indigenous R&D manufacturing in India, and we will be having some exports from India as well. So it will be like make in India, make with the world, and make for the world. Third application is Industry 4.0. We know that Industry 4.0 is also called Industrial Revolution. We have so many industrial IoT devices connected to each other. This connectivity will be on 5G network. This will increase the efficiency, productivity, and safety standards. Then 5G also has uses in healthcare, remote diagnosis, smart ambulance, home-based care, and remote robotic surgery will also be possible in future because of its ultra reliable low latency communication feature. 5G also finds its application in entertainment in terms of immersive augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, and seamless gaming experience, especially cloud gaming. And as far as investment is concerned, I estimate that nearly 3 lakh crores of investment will go into this 5G ecosystem. I do not want to tell how much will be the economic impact, because that will always be lesser than what it's going to be. So I think it's going to be in billions, but social impact will be in trillions. But it's going to change the game forever. But we need to take care of a few points with 5G. We have to make our cyber security network more resilient because so many devices are going to be connected. We have to buckle up with our cyber security, otherwise hacking will be a very normal thing and it will create problems for us. All stakeholders need to cooperate. These stakeholders are government, telecom service providers, vendors, equipments for smooth rollout of 5G. And lastly, we have to use this technology, this new technology, very prudently. It is going to transform the ways how humans interact with other humans, human machine interaction, machine to machine interaction. And as far as use case is concerned, so the use cases, like, it is limited only by our thought. With the network being rolled out, I think we are going to see a lot of use cases. Every few days there will be a use case. So I think this is going to be big for India. And telecom service providers have also invested a lot of money in telecom recent spectrum. So this shows that they are confident with the Indian market, and a lot of use cases are coming up. I have personally seen many use cases, and whatever use cases I have told you, these are actually working, and it is going to increase in future. So that is all from my side, and I think you can ask questions or we can have a discussion. Yes, we can have a discussion, or you can ask questions, please.
Hi, everyone. Any questions?
Someone was raising hand as well.
You can share the questions through chat box also. Any queries?
So I will stop sharing, okay? One. When can we expect the 5G in India? So this 5G is going to be launched in major cities during Diwali. And I think as far as cost is concerned, it won't be a major impact for us, because right now 5G, 4G services are very affordable in India, and the trend is going to be the same. I think we will have to shell out something around, I'm not very sure, but something around 600 to 700 per month for availing 5G facility. And in Hyderabad, particularly where I'm staying, it will take some time for rollout, maybe 3-4 more months. But in major cities like Varanasi, Delhi, other cities are also there. Jio and Airtel are going to launch it by Diwali. I think October last week it will be launched. 24th of October, we will be getting 5G. And trust me, it is going to be a different game altogether, because it will open up a new scenario for every one of us.
Thank you, sir. Is there any more questions?
Yes, we have one more question. We have one question. I'll answer it. Sir, what will be the environmental and health impact of 5G in terms of 5G radiation? So actually, this is a very old question, and I would just reiterate what the official stand is and what the stand of WHO is, World Health Organization, even United Nations. So whenever any technology is being launched, right, 5G, 4G, 3G, so there are technical limitations on the radiation that is coming out. So first of all, that technical limitation has been met. That okay, if 1 is the maximum limit, so our radiation has to, just I'm giving an example, that let's say 1 has to be the maximum limit, then our radiation from any tower at any point of time has to be less than 1. Then it is helpful for that, then it is not harmful for any organism, humans or others. In India, one good thing is that we are 10 times lesser. Already we are radiating 10 times lesser than the international norms. If international norm is 1, we are at 0.1 because of the pressure from people, and we do not want to cause any doubt in minds of people. So we are already 1/10 of what is allowed by international community. And right now, whatever research has happened, it has not shown that right now what are the radiation levels are, even Supreme Court has told, even High Court has told, and other research organizations have also said that whatever radiation levels are there in India, they are safe for humans and other organisms. And if still you have some problem, you are not sure, then we have you can register your public grievance complaint that I have some problem, I wanted to get tested. So from public grievance portal is there of Government of India, you can select Department of Telecom, raise your complaint, and we will come and test the radiation level in your areas. And if the radiation level is exceeding, we are putting penalty on operators of 10 lakh rupees. And if they are repeating, we will shut down the tower as well. So Department of Telecom is doing that work as well. I would like to clear that Department of Telecom is not BSNL. We are different. So BSNL is a PSU. It has its own staff, own managing director, own board of directors. We work in Department of Telecom. We are recruited from engineering service and civil service exam conducted by UPSC. We have different setup. PSUs like BSNL, MTNL, these are under the administrative control of Department of Telecom. So we are in the central government, and BSNL is different. It is a PSU. So right now, as far as radiation is concerned, whatever levels are there in India, they are safe and very much below than the international level. And whatever evidence is there, maybe in future we will get some evidence and we will take more measures. But as far as the present science and tech thing is concerned, evidence is not sure, not sufficient enough to tell that it is harmful.
Thank you, sir. Is there any more questions?
Will 5G make Wi-Fi obsolete? Not necessary. Yes, you will have multiple choices. There is one question, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Achha, that it is a direct question. Okay. So just I'll tell that. Will 5G make Wi-Fi obsolete? Is the question from Naveen ji. So you will have multiple options where you can get Wi-Fi. You will use it where you will get 5G. So the point is, at houses we have. So yes, it can happen because with fixed wireless access technology, if you have fixed wireless access in your houses, then you will be able to replace Wi-Fi, because eventually you need a broadband speed of 100 Mbps. If you get it from 5G or from Wi-Fi, what matter does it happens to you? So the point is that if you are able to get 5G reliable speed with 5G, maybe you will replace it. We will replace it. It will not make it obsolete. I think both will go together, because wired connectivity is always good in terms of reliability and consistency. If you ask me, trustworthiness, I will say I need a wired connection. If I am having some webinar or seminar, I will not trust a 5G connection or a 4G connection if you ask me. Of course, where it is not available, definitely 5G is handy. But if you ask me, wired connection is always more improved and better than a wireless connection. This is what I think.
Thank you, sir. Is there any more
I will
question?
just reiterate that landline connectivity. I have a landline phone in my office. Landline connectivity is always better. Of course, problem was there that landline used to get cut, wire used to get cut. There was some disturbance because of maintenance issues of BSNL and other companies. But if you ask me, the quality of landline connection is always better than the quality of a mobile connection, because in the landline connection you are wired, you have a wired connectivity from end to end. So wired connectivity is always better, let it be in terms of a phone or in terms of internet. But it is expensive, so we cannot have that.
Is there any more queries from the participant side? Shall we wind up the session? Or any more queries is there? Okay. Thank you, Shri Ashish, for the wonderful session. Thank you, sir, once again. I believe that the session of the webinar was informative for all. On behalf of IFERP, I heartily thank all the professors, academicians, and delegates who have joined us today. I would like to extend my gratitude to our esteemed Shri Ashish for delivering his keynote address. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you for inviting. Thank you so much.